I'm Andrew with Powerwash.com. Today we're going to talk about machine maintenance and servicing. I have my shop machine right here. It's a 4 gallon a minute, 4,000 PSI power washer, and it is in dire need of an oil change and spark plug change. In the process of us doing all that, I'm gonna look at the air filter and I'm gonna make sure everything's running right. I'll look at the gas and all that. We haven't run it in a while. It is incredibly important that you service your equipment. I recommend everybody do it 4 times a year. Every 3 months, you're gonna do an oil change on your equipment. You're gonna change the spark plugs and the filters and all that in line. If you have a burner, there's some more maintenance you can do on your burner. Over time, the calcium will build up in the coil. You need to blow the soot out of the igniter box. There's a ton of things that you should be doing just to keep it up and running properly. The other day, I got a call from a guy who had one of our Powerwash.com's RK43s. He had it for 30 years and he never missed an oil change and he never missed a filter change either. So if you take that and you think, what do I have to do to make my equipment run for 20 or 30 years? It is incredibly important that you do the scheduled service on time every time. You keep all the filters changed. You make sure that your unloader, your bypass is running properly, and make sure that your pump in line works. Now, today we're just gonna be doing the easy stuff. So we're just gonna be doing the engine oil, the pump oil, and the spark plugs, and then we're gonna check the air filter. But on a day that you're doing scheduled service every 3 months, it should be best practice that you check your check valves, you make sure that your oil seals are good. If there's any water in your pump oil, then we have to look at those a little bit deeper, and then that your unloader's working properly. And so, right now I'm gonna get into the service on this, and it's going to be quick and easy. It'll take me 5 minutes. All right, so I just finished up the engine oil. Replaced that, drained it, replaced it. The engine oil just takes 1 quart of 10W30 engine oil. Now I've moved on to the pump. And since I don't have a drain plug on, or I don't have a drain hose on this pump, I'm gonna siphon it out using this little siphon. Whenever you're changing your pump oil, you want to make sure that you use the manufacturer recommended oil. So in this case, I'm going to use General Pump Oil. It'll take about a bottle and a half to fill up the HP 4040 on this particular unit. I'm checking the sight glass on the side of the pump to make sure that I'm not overfilling the pump and I'm getting it right on the line, because you fill up your pumps halfway up the sight glass. There's usually a red dot indicating where to stop. In this case, it's halfway up. On some of the AR pumps, it's about 3/4 of the way down, but this one is pretty easy. All right, now we will change the spark plug. So now that I've done the pump oil, the engine oil, this is a very simple unit. Usually you'll have a couple filters to clean or replace. If you have a can filter on the side, you'll clean that out. If you have an oil filter on your engine, you'll replace that in the process. On this engine, it's very, very simple. So I'll just take off the coil on the spark plug, drop this little tool down. All right, got the spark plug out. This one actually doesn't look too bad. Everything that I put back on our equipment is OEM manufacturer recommended. Like I said, do the manufacturer recommended pump oil, do the regular motor oil for the engine, and also do the OEM spark plug as well. Don't go too crazy on it. And then this tool that I'm using to pull the spark plug out is a little socket that has a magnet in it to hold the spark plug whenever I'm screwing it back in. All right, and then you connect the coil, listen for the click, and then you're good to go. So I just did a full service on the engine. I'll check the air filter. I'm almost positive that we replaced this at the beginning of the year, so it probably doesn't need any work, but I'll just check it just in case. And it looks like we are good to go. On the air filter, if it's super dirty in there, whenever you go look at it, it's best to replace it. Now that I'm done with this engine, I will say that it's very easy to do the service. Take 20 minutes out of your day, get it done. It'll give you peace of mind whenever you're out working and your equipment is running for long periods of time. We're towards the middle of the season, so it's best to do it now before you get that rush at the end. Weather's still nice, depending on where you are. We're in Texas, it's super hot here. But in general, do your service every 3 months, schedule it, take the 30 minutes and go do it. If you have a bigger unit, like a hot water unit, or even a bigger just cold water, you're probably gonna have oil filters to replace too. You'll have maybe a can filter on the inlet valve of your pump. So look at all that and make sure that it's all running properly so that we have no problems later on. And if you have any questions about what you saw me use today or what you need for your pump, give me a call at 1-800-433-2113. And don't forget, if you are local to DFW or you're in Texas and you want to bring your equipment in, as you can see, we have a big enough shop to hold about 6 trailers and as many cold water units as we want. If you have any questions about doing the service through us, like I said, give us a call at 1-800-433-2113. Ask for Andrew and I'll be able to help you out and we will get you going. Thank you for watching.